My name is Clifton Williams, head coach, University of Pico women's basketball. We had to learn how to be adaptable. Like, we didn't know what was going to happen day to day. So coaching our kids up, the mental focus, the mental side of playing basketball was really the focus. So some key takeaways where we were looking for growth in those areas. We had some veteran players. We challenged them to lead in practice, to stay focused day to day. And so this is the key takeaways is what we're looking towards this year is we've got experience coming back. So we want to build on the mental strength and the mental toughness that we developed over the course of last year. Well, we've got some destinations, right? And I'll differentiate between that and goals, right? You know, we want to be top 25 in the NAIA. We want to be top 25 in the ARC. We want to be top 4 in the Mid-South Conference, which is a tall order. The goal is we want to get better as a team every day, that 1% rule, and we want to get closer as a team. That's the one goal, day in and day out, and that's what we're going to harp on every day. Well, it's pretty simple math, right? If we get 1% better every day and we've got X number of days over the course of the year, then that's the percentage we're looking at. So if we've got 200 days that we're looking at over the course of the season and we get 1% better every day, we're going to be exponentially better by the end of the year. And that's what we're looking to do. I think it's unrealistic to, you know, can we get 10% better this week? That's not realistic. This is really hard to do. So the 1% rule is kind of how we look at it. You know, we'll take away from last year, right? Brianna Burbridge you're not going to replace a player like that. You know, she put up huge numbers. She was big in big games. It's going to take a collective effort. You know, we've got a young freshman post player, Leanna McNulty, coming in. We've got Katie Ball coming in, who took a year away from basketball, but was the #1 rebounder in the state her senior year. We've got Fatma coming back, Fatma Aounet from Tunisia. She's a veteran post player, so combined, we can get the job done. I don't look for any one player to step in and to replace somebody like Brianna, no. Yeah, her time parallels mine. So, you know, she's been here 5 years, going into her 6th season. Started out as a GA. She's an outstanding asset, like taking so much off my plate over the course of time. She's our defensive coordinator. She mentors our kids. She works with them in study hall, you know, in areas that she focused in college. She does it all. She volunteers across the athletic department. Can't say enough about what she brings to the program. And then she brings a level of toughness and challenges these young women. Like, you know, they're not going to get better unless they're working out of their comfort zone. And, you know, they won't always allow me to push them. Okay, so Shelby steps in and takes over and gets that job done. She's going to be a head coach one day. You know, I have to keep a short list of coaches that, you know, I can bring in because I know she's going to be leaving at some point. But that's exciting for me. She's young, she's 25, 26 years old. Future's bright. You know, we both had D1 experience, so sky's the limit for her. I wouldn't cap. She could wind up as a Division I head coach. It taught me how to work. Like, when you work at that level, work for, you know, Sue Semrau at Florida State, work for John Calipari, you have to work. You have to be great at your job. And that's how things function at that level because they have so many resources that, you know, everybody has a small part that they play, but you got to be great in that small part. So I did video for Cal. I trained others that came up under me into doing video. Then I became a coordinator at Florida State. The experience is invaluable because Sue Semrau put me on the first seat on the bench. So I learned, you know, firsthand, you know, what it takes to manage a college basketball game. It's different than coaching high school. So, you know, bringing that to UPike, I think it gave me a leg up. And then the other area where it was really a leg up was in preparing kids, you know, preparing in terms of training development, and then practice. Yeah, this year we were fortunate to get some exhibition games against Division I schools. So we'll be playing Northern Kentucky, we'll be playing Eastern Kentucky right before Christmas, and then I think in November, mid-November, right in there, we'll be playing Austin Peay. So that gives our kids an opportunity to test their mettle against, Division I athletes, and it also prepares us for the conference, which is really, really tough. There's no one game that I'm pointing to or looking towards. This conference is so hard. We're looking forward to the challenge. The way things are set up now with strength of schedule and all these other analytics that are built into your ranking, every game is important. Like games starting in November, they all matter. So, that's the focus, just game to game, getting better. I think that goes in line with, I think it's a great question. It's not an upsetting question. It's an important question because if we don't have direction or know who we are, then what are we doing and where are we going? So it's in line with our vision. We want to be every possession players with high character kids. And so 6 months from now, when somebody walks into our practice or they watch us play on the court, that's what I want them to say. Man, those kids, their character is strong, and it shows in their in their work on the court. And every possession, they're everywhere. They're on the floor. They're communicating with one another. They're picking each other up and executing at a high level. It's a unique experience. Pikeville's a special place. We're kind of isolated in the conference. We're kind of the outlier, being out far east. Eastern Kentucky has a stigma about it that carries across not only Kentucky but regionally and nationally. And after living here, going on 6 years, the stigma is a lie. I mean, the people here are fantastic. The education is great, and competitively, we get student athletes from this local area combined with the region where we can compete at a high level. I think the sky's the limit for us as an athletic department. We have an opportunity to grow closer as a unit, across the department, which I don't know that it's been that way since I've been here, but it's certainly growing in that direction. And I think, we just need to keep it going in that way. Bringing in, new staff, it means fresh ideas, which can only help us in our goal.